So, up next is a knife that I bought just on a whim. I didn't even think I was going to really like it, and I ended up liking it more than I probably should.
And how much was that knife, John?
$5 whole.
That's cheap as tits.
I mean, we looked, you can't even buy these online. You have to go to Walmart to get them. It's made by Winchester. Look at that.
It's true that there's not even a name on it. Literally on the package, it just says Winchester
knife.
3-inch blade, full blade knife, and that's it. There's nothing on the back. It's just a black package with red lettering. They
have them on the end cap in the sporting goods section. They have a bunch of. They have some that are half serrated. They have a bunch of different styles. This was the one I liked. They really don't give you much on it. Assuming it's a stainless steel blade, it hasn't rusted on me, not even a spot. So I'm assuming it's stainless steel. The handle feels like some kind of aluminum because it's really, really light. Yeah. Like, it's incredibly light. And for a $5 knife, they got it right.
It looks great. Like, it's just on looks alone.
I mean, it's a really nice looking knife.
The color is nice too. It's a nice dark gunmetal bullet.
Yeah, it's like a gunmetal gray. I sharpened it one time, and I have not had to resharpen it. It holds an edge.
Did you bring that camping when we went to Monadnock? Is that what you
brought? This was the one I brought to Monadnock. Yeah. This was my pocket knife, and I used it. I didn't even use my other knife. This is all I used.
Yeah, you use that to open up cases, stuff like that, and it's still sharp.
Yeah, and I mean, for a $5 knife, they just really did a good job on it. like I have no complaint. There's no jimping on the top, but I don't really push with my thumb, so it's okay. It's got a really, really fast. Like, really fast.
It's like switchblade, basically.
It's crazy because the blade's so light. It just flings open. Feels really good in the hand. Pocket clip is awesome. Really deep. It's kind of got like a SOG style pocket clip where it goes really deep.
Basically, it'll hide in your pocket.
Yeah, hides in your pocket. If you don't want people to know you have a pocket knife on you, and you don't want to have a knife that goes all the way down to the bottom and still has a clip on it, these are great knives. And for $5, I mean, it's... I carry this knife all the time. I mean, I'm not one of those people I need, like, the best brand. I don't need to be carrying around a SOG or I mean...
Benchmade.
Benchmade, yeah. I don't need, like, an Emerson knife. Like, I don't need anything expensive. Like, a knife is a tool. It's meant to be used. It's not a plaything. It's not a toy. It's not a show piece.
Alright, Ranger John.
What?
Ranger John over here. It's not a toy.
It's true. I do play with my knives a lot. I find myself sitting there all the time just, like, flinging this open. But, I mean, really all I got to say about that is just an awesome knife for $5. I think everybody should go pick one up. I mean, $5, how can you beat that? You can't even get, like, a meal at McDonald's for $5. Yeah. You can get a knife. Cool.
Last knife, what the hell is this? Last knife is the Gerber STL 2.0.
You throw knives like crazy.
That's my thing. That's actually how I test the knives.
Danger.
First thing, it looks awesome because it's just this matte black knife, matte black blade with silver writing, silver hardware, like silver screws and everything, silver rivet. John and I bought this. We bought the same knife together because of how cool it was and how tiny it was.
We walked up to the case at Walmart.
We looked around. We're like, that knife's tiny. It's awesome. Let's get it, and we did. And what was this? This was $15.
No, it was 12.
12. Oh yeah, $12.
$12, and you can get them on Amazon for $10. And if you have Amazon Prime, then $10 shipped.
It's true.
So,
but I mean, it's a decent knife. We thought it was going to be much lighter than this, but it's surprisingly, I mean, this is probably, like, this knife is the heaviest knife on this table right now.
It's weird how heavy it is.
Yeah, it's oddly heavy, and it's the smallest, like, it's so thin, it's thinner than the Paraframe. But it's a nice knife overall. It came pretty sharp. It locks really well, but I find it, the frame lock is almost non-existent to disengage. Like, I literally gotta get my finger in there. Yeah. But for some reason, I really like this knife just because of how small it is.
I agree with you. Like
everything about it is just stupid. It's like obnoxiously thin and tiny. It's obnoxiously like.
It's
heavy.
uncomfortable to hold.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable
heavy.
to hold.
It's hard to close. It's
awesome.
It's cool, and I don't know why I like it. And I find myself carrying that knife more than I carry any other knife I own, and I have no idea why.
I think it's just the size. It's the size of it is convenient if you're not concerned with weight. Which, I mean,
like honestly,
a gram or two difference doesn't, or a couple grams doesn't make a difference. But
yeah.
This is by far the smallest knife I've ever owned because of how compact, how thin, how short. It's just a very, very compact knife.
It just weighs a lot. It's
yeah,
weird.
with that being said, it's a heavy knife for the size. And the frame lock is kind of janky. The hardware is really solid. Like it's
yeah, lockup on it's awesome.
It locks really solid. This is nice and convenient, so you can get your finger in there. It's got a nice little hole in the blade, so you can attach, not attach, but you can get your finger in there and open up the blade. It has a small little hole, so you can loop something. You can loop it around. You can put it as a neck knife.
Put a lanyard through it.
Yeah, something. But it's a decent knife. I would say if I had to choose between all of these.
Wait. Are we doing your pick for your favorite knife on the table?
No, I wasn't gonna do that yet.
All right.
I was gonna say if I had to choose between all of these, which one I'd carry in my pocket. And I didn't have any preference on the actual quality. I choose this one just because of how small it is.
Okay.
The steel, and it's a Gerber knife, so we don't really know what steel it's made out of, but it stayed decently sharp, and I've used it quite a bit.
Yeah.
But overall, not a bad knife. None of these knives are really bad, but for $12 or so, it's a pretty good knife.
I actually used it quite a bit. I work at a hardware store, and like we have to be constantly cutting like plastic tubing or gas line, stuff like that. I use it for cutting open boxes.
He doesn't work at a hardware store. He actually kills people. That's
you're the one that looks like Dexter. I do work at a hardware store. But I mean, I use this knife all the time. I sharpened it once the day that I got it because I like to reprofile. I have a habit of getting a knife and then immediately I reprofile the edge just because I know how I like my knives to be sharpened. And I haven't sharpened it since, and it's still razor sharp. So, like, I don't know why I like it, but I do. I love it.
So, all right, with that being said, each of us has our own preference of knives. I'll go first.
All right.
We'll just be short and sweet because I know this is a long video already. But my knife that I would carry over all these, although I love this Winchester, is the Gerber Paraframe. Like I said before, my everyday carry is the full blade. I love that knife. It's light, it's sharp, it looks cool. It has a nice the
pocket clip.
The pocket clip is nice, and it opens easily, closes easily, and it locks in pretty nice. So, and for the price, $20-something for the full blade, good knife.
Yeah. So, I know I was all like stoked about the Opinel at first, but it's the Gerber freaking 2.0 thing.
STL 2.0.
I love it. Why do I love it? Somebody tell me, why the frick do I love this knife? It is because it's small. I'm all about compact.
That's your excuse you use all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is it, man. I think this is the knife No, this knife. Shit. No, this knife.
So basically
I change my knife every day. I don't carry the same one every day.
Yeah, basically pick whatever knife you like, but we think that these are 4 very good, very different options. But we'll post links, questions, comments, protests, leave below. We hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it wasn't too long for you.
It probably was.
Probably
I don't
was.
care. I like to talk about stuff.
We'll see you next week. We're talking about just a few different multi-tools.
Gonna make that one short and sweet.
Short and sweet, very simple.
I don't really like them.
Yeah, I'm not big into multi-tools, but they're handy. See you on the other side, bro.